Okay, we ready, Juan? Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the City of West Miami Planning and Zoning Board meeting of November 22nd, 2016. Members present are Eugenio Gonzalez.
Yes.
Diana Rio.
Yes.
Myself, Joe Paz. Excuse is Gilberto Gonzalez. And member Alvaro Lorido. Juan Pena is present, Planning and Zoning Director. And Jose Villalobos, City Attorney, is excused. It is 7:32 for the record, PM.
Good evening, Mr. Chair. Tonight, under old business, you have the approval of the minutes from the meeting of August 23rd, 2016 as your first item.
Make a motion to approve?
I second the motion.
Okay, on the motion, Eugenio Gonzalez?
Yes.
Diana Rio?
Yes.
And I vote yes.
Your next item will be a public hearing, item agenda number 1, 5820 Southwest 11th Street, Sergio Moscato. Applicant is requesting a special use permit for the renovation of the property located at the above address, providing for a two-story addition to a single-family home. Property is zoned residential, single-family.
Good
Okay,
evening.
Good evening.
Your name and address for the record, sir.
My name is Matt Polak. I'm president of Chisholm Architects, 7241 Southwest 74th Court, Miami, Florida. Also joining us tonight are the owner, Sergio Mascaro, and his father, Emilio, Robert Chisholm, is the CEO of Chisholm Architects, and Tom Bryan. If you'd like, I can do a brief presentation of the project.
Please.
I brought some boards.
If you don't mind, please.
Microphone over to here. The project basically consists of, it's a single-family residence, two-bedroom, one-bath, one-story residence. The applicant's proposing to add a master bedroom suite on the second floor and expand the ground floor of the property. There's the way the property is currently sited, there's ample space along the side setback to allow for the addition. As part of the addition, what's occurring is you can see here on the graphic here, this is the existing floor plan. The existing floor plan here. Basically, if you have your driveway here, entrances in the center of the building. There's a small living area and an open kitchen, two bedrooms would share a common bath. Then the rear of the yard is basically an open rear yard with an existing covered patio, which is going to be removed, and a small storage closet. What we're proposing is to reconfigure the front entry to add an entry foyer off to the west of the property, and create an entry court along the front of the property facing. That will allow us to close off the existing entry door and allow for a larger living area and a larger kitchen. It also will allow the two bedroom spaces that are to the east. It will allow them a little bit more privacy for the residents. And then off of the foyer, there's a transitional space that takes you into the living area or directly out to a covered terrace area that's along the west side of the property. That covered terrace area will then open onto a pool located in the rear of the property on the east side. The stairs take you up to the second story master bedroom suite. I'd like to add that we're also adding interior laundry room and a small half bath that serves as both half bath for the living area as well as for the covered terrace. Then on the second floor, you enter up the stairs, you enter into a library space, a private library space. We have the infrastructure for the HVAC and some storage. Then you enter into the master bedroom suite, the large walk-in closet, a large bedroom facing southeast, looking over the pool in the rear of the property, and then a master bath suite with a shower, double sink, and a toilet. Basically, it's in keeping with all the zoning requirements. We're not asking for any variances, simply asking to allow for the two-story addition.
Okay, sir, if you don't mind, if you can place your,
You can use
Your-
the easels back there.
or basically so the audience can see it. Thank you. And you're not proposing any balconies on the second floor, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. And Mr. Penna, correct me if I'm wrong, is the two-story ordinance requires tile roofs, correct? No. No? Okay, I thought that was part of the two-story ordinance. No? 'Cause they're showing a shingle roof. Okay. Then that was part of the ordinance, tile or metal.
There's no restriction to the roofing material, right?
That's correct.
Okay.
Whatever's approved.
I have a question. On the north elevation, I'm sorry.
Yes, I'm sorry.
On the north elevation, there's a window on the ground floor, on the one story, that has the, I guess, the mullions or the muntins?
Yeah, that's an
Why-
existing, that's actually an existing window, as part, currently not part of the planned renovation.
And they're
but
not planning on changing that to match the,
It wasn't part of the original, the scope. We were basically focused it primarily on the two-story addition and the addition to the, which would be to the west.
is that,
Bec-
according to these, this is the only window that has that configuration. Is that going to need shutters or?
That window that's currently there now, that existing window,
Oh, okay.
it's an,
uh-huh.
that's all existing. Basically, the addition begins where you see the wall on the north elevation that now sort of encloses the entry foyer into
Right.
the building. There's a window behind that opens onto that courtyard. Will be blocking up the existing door
Mhm.
that leads into there, and then creating the new entry feature foyer on the ground floor with the library on the top. And then along that corner piece there, you have natural daylight coming into the corners to allow for the library to be used sort of as a study or a den as well.
No, the reason I'm asking is because it looks kind of odd to just have that window and keep everything else, or rather work on
Yeah.
everything else and.
Yeah,
have
I
everything
mean,
else
we're not
back.
opposed to going ahead and replacing the window with something
that-
equivalent to what we're
That would be a good
following
idea,
there.
since the rest is gonna be clear view, and that's the only colonial style. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Alright. Yeah. Okay, and this is a public hearing, right?
Yes,
Juan?
sir.
Okay, the public hearing is now open. If any members of the public wish to speak on this item, please state your name and address for the record.
Good evening. My name is Frank Caceres, 6286 Southwest 11th Street. I congratulate the owner because I think it's just about time for West Miami to start developing a nice structure. So we could see something new, innovation. I'm with my daughter, new generations. The only thing in the window, the gentleman says he could change, in order for him to change, he needs to reinforce the structure because since it's an old structure, it don't has the rebars on the sides. It's almost nothing. It's $200 more. That's about it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Does anybody else wish to speak on this item? No? Okay, the public hearing is now closed. Any further comments from the board?
Just for the record, the new section, all the windows are impact windows?
Okay.
Oh, and for the record, I did have a neighbor this afternoon come by the office and look at the plans. His main objection is he lives next door to it and he didn't want the noise. But I told him that wasn't something that would keep it from being built, so, just for the record.
Okay.
Okay, I think it's a lovely project, and I agree with our resident, what he stated, that this would only help beautify and improve the city. It does look like a really nice house. And if there's any other comments from the board or a motion?
No, I agree with that. I commend you for employing an architect. A lot of times we don't see an architect here. We see a lot of engineers, not that they can't design anything, but this is something that was well thought out. And from the floor plan, I think your wife or the female that's gonna cook in that kitchen is gonna be very
She's-
happy as
she's gonna
compared to what
enjoy
she
it.
has now.
Okay. Okay, I make a motion to approve it?
I second.
Okay, on the motion, Eugenio Gonzalez?
Yes?
Diana Rio?
Yes.
And I vote yes, so it's been approved.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If you wish, Mr. Mascara, you could leave the drawings here for the next meeting, and that way you don't have to carry them back and forth. Yes, this is the first part of the public hearing. The second one will be December 7th before the city commission. You could leave them here, and that way you don't have to transport them back and forth.
Okay, that being said, that was the only item on the agenda then?
Yes.
Does anybody want to bring anything up since we're here? Nope. Okay, then the City of West Miami Planning and Zoning Board meeting of November 22nd, 2016 is now adjourned. It is 7:45 PM for the record.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.